right, Coach. Thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carry here for Todd Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Boom, 90.
Now Jackson on second down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Escaping
the pressure right. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They're going to look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Kelce, the intended receiver there. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Jackson. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move as they face a second down here.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Now it's Jackson. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He can run for it, and he will. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Bills have taken the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun. Hut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dumps it off to Gurley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. Keelan Cole now to return. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots are back within a score. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. Cole now on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Jackson now to return. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Lucky 56.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Jackson. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the deep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 28 yards. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Caught right side, Davis.
Whoosh. Boom.
Still fighting through tackles. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Back to throw. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Jackson, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Wesley Woodyard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Over! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
56. Gone!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. And now out come the Bills. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Tom Brady, he was on fire. 5 touchdown passes. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.